Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Usually, what we know in our relations, family relations, friend relations, with our couple, with our children, with neighbors, friends, teachers, media, is even in lectures, is what we call communication. Sometimes we talk about there is bad communication or good communication. And what is this communication? It's like the ability to interchange information. It's an ability where one needs skills not only to talk, but to listen, to pay attention. One person talk, the other hear, and then the opposite, and like that, vice versa. Good communication depends a lot of these skills, language, use of the language. But communication depends on the mind. That means you can express ideas, concepts, thoughts, conclusions. You can share them. And for many people it's not easy to communicate properly for many different reasons. I don't want to enter into it now, but there are a few facts about communication. Because it's related to information, information about feelings, emotions, information about thoughts, ideas, it always depends on the mind. Communication belongs to the world of the mind. It's information, so it's always past. You prepare a lecture from different sources of information, things that you hear, things that you read, and then you communicate them. So what you talk, what you communicate, is only the known, the past. Even if you share something that you think is never present, is always from your memory. In communication is memories related. Even if you think about it a few seconds ago, but still is past. Okay? So, no matter how good you communicate, you always feel a separation, a space between you and the other. There is still two. You can reach the best levels of communication, but still is somebody there who don't know what you will go to express. And after, somebody who understands in the best situation. A lecture in the level of communication is a teacher-student lecture in a school. Some information from one mind passed to the other. One know, the other don't know. Is an informative talking that stay only in the level of the mind. Nobody look at it. It's not related to looking. People go in relations through all their lives. Different kind of relations. People look for coupleship. People look for good relation with the children, with the neighbors, with friends, friendship, etc., etc. But still you go with a feeling that there is a distance. I love him, I love her, but still the other is the other and I am me. And I try to communicate. I do my best. But still there is the duality between two are there. On the other hand, is what happens with a master. With a master is not communication. When you meet a master, what happens is a meeting. And only then you realize that you relate all your life to people, but you never meet somebody. A meeting. In the communication, there are words, sentences. There is some teachings, some message. And after the message is said, you should understand, decodify. You need to go deep into it, thinking about it, in order to translate, to interpret this message and understand it. In the meeting, the words are not needed. The words can be there, but that are not they are not the essence. Meeting is like a mudra. I can look at you, open myself, show myself, expose myself, no defenses. And in this mudra, I give you myself. I don't give a message. I don't give words or sentences. It's not that what I give, but I give myself. I offer myself. No defenses. Don't keep nothing. And then we can meet, because you can identify this invitation. When somebody opens himself in front of you and give you his being, you feel a hand, an open door, an invitation, and you open yourself automatically. And you give your being back. You give yourself. And then the meeting happens. In order to communication happens, you need good mental skills. In order that the meeting happens, you need love. Only when you love, you can be no defensive, accessible to let somebody touch your core, and you open and touch the other. In communication, the words, the sentences, the message are the significance, the meaning. In the meeting itself is all the thing. I could sit here and don't say nothing. And here I'm looking at you, totally open. And you there, open yourself. Should be enough. That is the message, that is the meaning, that is the nothing to understand. There is nothing to understand. The words can be a justification. But in a meeting we can sit here and only open ourselves. And when we open ourselves, something bigger passes through us. It's a meeting of consciousness with itself. And that is what meditation is. If you try to meditate like a good communicator, and you ask, who am I? With the meaning of these words, and you wait for an answer from other communicators like God, Krishna, that will answer, yeah, you are this, you are Brahman, you are that. You are in the wrong trip. If you meditate as a kind of communication, and you look for certain meanings, understandings in the level of communication, you miss all the point. One day you will understand. In the same way, we meet here with the Guru. The Guru, that is the teaching of the Guru. That in the same way you meet me, so open, not defensive. One day in your meditation, you will do that mudra towards yourself. Simply looking. Open. accessible. No need for mantra, not need for technique, no need to do nothing. Nothing to understand, because all the meaning is there in the meeting itself. Nothing else to achieve. And then you will have a meeting with life. For the first time you will have a meeting with existence. That is a meeting with God. Oh.